Let the Wrong One In focuses on a young supermarket worker who discovers his older brother is a vampire and has to choose whether to help him or slay him. This is written and directed by Connor McMahon in his feature debut, and it hit VOD last weekend after premiering at Fantastic Fest in 2021 and going through a festival run in the fall. Now, despite the title, this isn't a straight-up parody of the acclaimed Swedish film Let the Right One In, though it does reach some very over-the-top heights in terms of its sense of humor, and it does parody some horror films in general in several sequences. It plays out essentially like a live-action cartoon, filled with a lot of splatter humor and with characters having these very exuberant personalities, where most of them speak using exaggerated body language, or they'll have some of the oddest little hang-ups, and it moves at a pretty rapid-fire pace. The tone is set perfectly within the first few seconds, where we get a chase sequence set to the tune of Franz Ferdinand's Take Me Out that establishes just how wild things are about to get. And from there, we get jokes like one early on where Deco, who turns into the vampire, vomits blood over his brother Matt, and Matt just makes a comment more concerned about his shirt and the conversation moves on. There's a somewhat amateurish feel to the film, with some of its special effects not exactly looking the most convincing, but this isn't a film that's looking to go for something where it's asking you to take it so seriously. Instead, between the splatter humor, its occasional horror parodies, and its snappy banter, this is looking to inject as many jokes as possible and just get you laughing. And while I wouldn't call every single joke hilarious, a lot of them do land, thanks to everyone's great sense of timing. Characters will be placed in these very high-stakes situations, but then go on about the most mundane gripe in the heat of the moment, which you think would come off as annoying, but because nearly everyone's got such a charm to them, it works so well. Carl Rice as Matt is the straight man of the group, just trying to help his brother out, though realizing his options may be limited, but the two standouts are Owen Duffy as his brother Deco, who becomes the vampire, as well as Anthony Head as Henry, the man hired to perform an exorcism on Deco. Head goes all in on the camp, and it's during his sequences where we get a lot of fun little movie references, while Duffy is also a lot of fun as he plays Deco as this mix of consistently amusing while also being a hopeless sad sack at the same time. And with that, there is an attempt at one point to give the characters this tragic edge to expand on their backstories, which lasts for just about one scene, and while I don't think it quite worked, especially for how heavy-handed it felt compared to the rest of the film and for how it comes and goes so quickly, I do appreciate the film does try fleshing everyone out so that we enjoy following them around more. Though, honestly, I think the film already accomplished that for just how larger than life each of their personalities are in all the humorous moments. Now, there is a bit of a shift in dynamics among the characters in the second half that I think causes the film to lose just a bit of steam, but for the most part, it's still pretty consistently entertaining, and it makes Let the Wrong One In such a fun watch, and a film that will easily go down as one of the year's biggest cult classics. It has a wonderfully silly tone to it, as it looks to inject as many laughs as possible, and for the most part, it keeps them coming at a very consistent pace due to its snappy banter and emphasis on splatter humor. It's a film that shouldn't go under the radar, so if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend checking it out. Let the Wrong One In gets an 8 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Let the Wrong One In, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Is this one of your new favorite vampire movies? Is it one of your new favorite horror comedies? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.